My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire. Alright, what do we want to do today? Not a seated run. I actually may start doing those at some point in the future. Daily challenge? What's the daily challenge like? Ooh. Oh, no, wait. It's just someone who's cheated to get 3,000 at the top. I thought it was a high-scoring run. Well, it still looks pretty high-scoring, and it's got some pretty good modifiers. Vintage, normal enemies drop relics instead of cards, so you're not really going to be changing your deck that far from the initial shiny, where your starting deck is replaced with one of every rare card. And terminal, whenever you enter a new room, lose 1 max HP and start each combat with fire-plated armor. That's going to be really good because you don't really have much defense that you can pick up in the shiny deck. You've got Impervious? The character is also the Ironclad, and let's go into the daily challenge for June the 12th of 2018. Alright, so those are our cards. We've got Double Tap, Demon Form, Bludgeon, Feed, Limit Break, Barricade, Fiend Fire, Dark Embrace, Berserk, Impervious, Juggernaut, which can actually be used, right? It'll activate at least once a turn now, thanks to our plated armor. Also got Brutality, Reaper, Exhume, Offering, and Immolate. So typically the way I end up playing this, especially now that Immolate has been buffed, is I'll use Offering and Exhume effectively as a second offering to dig through our deck. I'll cut all of the high cost cards, so Demon Form, Dark Embrace, Barricade, all of these ones I kind of just lose in events eventually. I guess I leave Bludgeon just as a final kill. And then I use Immolate plus the double tap to try and get most of my damage out, and then Feed to finish off where available so that I can get max HP. Alright. Now. This starting deck should enable us to take on as many elites as we could possibly want. So, there's actually a maximum of 2 elites that I can see. Normal enemies drop relics instead of cards. So, do I want to fight more normal enemies? Because I actually still want to go to some question marks to try and remove cards from my deck, and to go to some shops so that I can, again, remove some cards from my deck. But I could also just go with a different strategy of hit every single enemy that I can possibly do to just get those extra relics. So here we have a problem. I could Immolate and it'll double kill, but if I double tap a Feed, I can gain some max HP, and I need to do this basically at every available opportunity. Cool. Is there any better way I could have done that? I could have used the Offering to try and pick up the Exhume, use the Exhume to try and pick up the Feed again, and then I would need something to set up the Feed. I can't use Double Tap to set up the Feed. I can't use Immolate to set up the Feed. Both of those are in the discard pile. Immolate would have killed. I don't know if I could have gotten something better there. I'm mooring to gate the next 2 curses you obtain. Good. As well as Gambler's Brew. Probably not getting the curses modifier, especially now. Alright, I'm gonna Fiend Fire the backline. It does kill, and the plated armor protects me, and I'm just gonna try and Feed. Okay, so apparently if I double tap Feed, and the first Feed kills, then I really should be getting 6 max HP. Okay, it doesn't work like that. I don't know what the bug is that people were pointing out a couple episodes ago, but it does not seem to be working like that. The Courier, the merchant, no longer runs out of cards, relics, or potions, and his price is decreased by 20%. Pretty good pickup. Especially this early. I kind of want to Exhume and Berserk, so we'll do. Especially because I'm losing max HP every single time we go to a new place. Uh-oh. I'm really tempted to just pass this turn, because I want to try and get the Feed out. Alright, fine. Especially because I am losing maximum HP every single time we go into a new room courtesy of Terminal. I'm really intent on... That gives me Offering. If we use Immolate, Then I can offering, looking for the feed, and then we use that for the kill. I'm really incentivized to try and feed as much as is humanly possible. Unceasing Top, whenever you have no cards in hand during your turn, draw a card. We are extraordinarily rarely going to be able to activate that because we have all of these high-cost cards in our deck. Let's remove Barricade. Alright. Just big ol' defend that turn. I could double tap the Immolate and that will just double kill. Or I could bludgeon feed the front line, then play a Berserk, and now I'm just looking for anything that'll kill the Acid Slime. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll have to exhume for the offering. Yeah, because I needed to effectively try and get the energy to double play my bludgeon. I should also start looking at exhuming for the feed, but that's going to be a difficult decision to make a lot of the time. On future card reward screens, you have one additional card from which to choose. Now, the only card reward screens that we'll be getting in this modifier, because we have Vintage, normal enemies drop relics instead of cards, is after elites and after bosses. We need to be able to cycle better, so reducing the cost of exhume so that we can cycle for free off of the back of it is pretty good. Do I want to upgrade a card? I mean, a lot of rare cards upgrade for significant benefit. Like, double tap becomes way better. Feed becomes way better. I mean, just because the extra max HP. So does Bludgeon. Offering draws 2 more cards. Reaper is basically unaffected. Immolate gets 7 more damage in AoE, which is super significant. Brutality, I really don't care about. I'm probably not even going to play Brutality that often. I mean, I am kind of keen on upgrading a card, but at the same rate, we won't get Normality. We've got Omamori, so I can just rummage, take a relic. Yeah, I'll do it. I didn't even fail it. Perfect. So we got Champion Belt. Whenever you apply Vulnerability, also apply Weak. I mean, we don't have any Vulnerability application in the deck yet, so that's going to be a wee bit difficult for us. I mean, I could do a bit of AoE here just by Brutality, double tap Reaper. I guess I should. This is effectively just a setup for a future... what am I looking for? None of these. I'm looking for Immolate, the exact final card in my deck. Alright, let's exhume. Offering. Offering draws 3 cards. I should actually turn my card quick select keys on so that I can count. Beautiful. Especially because this is going to be a deck where I need them. Double tap the Immolate. Now, that's how we would have perfected the fight. Unfortunately, we already took 3 damage on the first turn. Molten Egg, whenever you add an attack card to your deck, it is upgraded. I have exactly 1 strike in my deck if I take that. It's the perfected strike, so that's not going to happen. We don't shuffle through the deck often enough to use Rampage. Havoc would allow us to cheat out some high-cost cards, but the problem with that is a lot of these cards we want to direct ourselves. I don't really want any of those. Mercury Hourglass, at the start of your turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Not bad. Alright. Not really that much play on that first hand. I'm going to... yeah. I'm going to do that. I'm effectively just waiting for my feed. We'll double tap it to see if it works, and it's not double affecting it. Ooh, Paper Frog. Enemies with vulnerability take 75% more damage rather than 50% more damage. Now, between the Champion Belt, whenever you apply vulnerability, also apply 1 weak, and the Paper Frog, enemies with vulnerability take 75% more damage rather than 50% more damage. We are extremely incentivized to pick up a couple things like Thunderclap, especially. Oh my god, that's a Thunderclap, and it's upgraded. Thank you. We don't have a particularly thick deck, and because of the Vintage modifier, it's going to be really difficult for us to get a thick deck. So that Mind Blast is kind of out. It's going to be really difficult to get us below half HP. So Berserk is out as well. As much as I really want to upgrade Offering, I remember how much of my damage was done by Immolate. So effectively, my goal here is to play as many of my powers as I can as early as I can. Oh, if I could have gotten Demon Form out, I would have been all about that. Actually, I just exhausted 2 cards. I probably could have drawn into it if I'd correctly played my Dark Embrace when I should have. All right, I'm going to use Gamblers to throw all of the things that I don't expect to play this turn. And then just play all of my powers out. Then we completely skip this turn. Well, or I could Limit Break for a little bit of an advance. I mean, if I Limit Break, I'm also going to draw, and I want all of those cards next turn. Okay. So at the end of this turn, the enemy would wake up. So it's time to start attacking. I mean, I could exhaust my entire deck right now by double tapping the Fiendfire, and then the Fiendfire would burn all of these. I would draw a new card for each, courtesy of the Dark Embrace. Whenever card is exhausted, draw a card, and then it would exhaust all of the new cards. So I would exhaust 4 in the first round, Reaper, Thunderclap, Immolate, Feed, and then 5 in the second round, which is 44 plus 55, which is 99. It's not enough damage to kill, and then I would literally only have double tap in my deck. So let's not do that. Let's not. It's a silly idea. A little bit suspect, I think. I'm actually really interested in double tapping the Thunderclap here. And the primary reason is so that I can get another turn of vulnerability and 2 turns of weakness on the enemy. There's our Impervious Limit Break. And then we'll just kill next turn with basically whatever. I can't even double tap the Reaper for the kill? Damn lame. So I could go 21 with the Thunderclap, and then Reaper would deal 27. 27 and 21 is lethal. We've got it. Bird-Faced Urn. Whenever you play a power, heal for 2 HP, as well as... Ooh, this one's a bit rough now. So Power Through is a way to pick up some block in this deck that doesn't really have any. I really think that when you have a shiny Ironclad deck, you don't pivot into defense. You pivot right into attack. You just lean in for as much damage as you can possibly do. I don't think any of these are the way to do it, though. I think Uppercut is interesting in a longer fight. But I don't think we need it. Tiny Chest. Gain 30 gold. You're 10% more likely to find treasure in question mark rooms, as well as the Blood Potion for healing 10% of my max HP. I mean, in fights like the boss fights, I may end up playing Demon Form. But in every fight, I will be playing Offering. Can I transition the enemy next turn? Well, it depends on my draw. It's not extremely likely, though. Like, as much as I want to just play Juggernaut this turn, I realize that I pretty much have to go for the hit. Let's just be real. I kind of had to get the weakness on the enemy there. Play out 2 powers for some HP back. Pardon me. Gimme that. There we go. just drop the big bombs. We're not getting perfect modifiers or anything like that, not right now. But this is in service of trying to get something better in the future. Alright. I'm trying to set up for a feed, damn it. Enemy transitions. Let's double tap that thunderclap. And then feed next turn kills, get me some max HP back. Boom. All right. When adding cards to your deck, you may gain 2 max HP instead. This is perfect because I turned down most things. Never mind, that's an offering. I need that. We're definitely trying to hunt as many elites as humanly possible, so it's a no-brainer here. We'll take the Black Star. Elites drop an additional relic when defeated. We might get just a ridiculous amount of relics in this run, because we're getting 2 from elites, we're getting 1 from every normal fight. We're probably going to buy some. What is it with this game right now? They're like super skimping on the elites. I kind of want to hit up as many question marks as is humanly possible, because if I get the Necronomicon here, I'm going to be laughing extraordinarily hard. Pretty good hand right there. Let's double tap the Immolate. And then offering once more, just looking for that feed. There we go. Shuriken! Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain a strength. Sure. Didn't even get it. I had Omamori to negate the Writhe regardless. We've gotten a Happy Flower. Every 3 turns, gain an energy. Beautiful, beautiful. So if I Thunderclap at 7 to each of you, and then the Immolate gets improved by 14, which takes it to 42, so we'll actually be killing both of you if I Thunderclap Immolate. I do not get to use the feed, though. Is that okay? That's okay. Fine. If I was missing 2 HP there, I could have played the Brutality for 2 HP from the Birdface turn. That said, speaking of 2 HP, Blood Vial at the start of each combat, heal for 2 HP. Double tap Thunderclap is an extremely good opening for us. Just to make sure that I can draw every available card. Yeah, and then that one. And then literally all I need to do is get that feed. So we'll pick up our offering and take the feed directly out of our discard pile. Beautiful Ornamental Fan. If you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. Okay. It is off the left first. So we're incentivized to play more attacks courtesy of the Shuriken and the Ornamental Fan. So we really should upgrade this double tap, because that's how we play more attacks. Like, if we could double tap the Thunderclap and the Immolate with a single double tap, we would be off to the races. You know what? Yeah, I'm actually slowing down on this one. 21, we'll kill with a feed there, because I think I can kill next turn anyway. I've still got the Exhume in my deck, as well as another offering. So if I Exhume the feed, kill another one of you with it, and then we'll bludgeon. Beautiful. Heal back up to full. Bottled Flame. Upon pickup, choose an attack card at the start of each combat. That attack card would be in your opening hand. The only one I can really think of that I desperately want in my opening hand is Thunderclap, so that I have the ability to apply vulnerability in the first turn. Alright, I'm going to look at a skill potion here and see if... Yep, that's not going to help us. Well, we'll flex Limit Break, so that we've got actual some benefit out of it. And then we'll double tap Thunderclap. Enemy gets weakened. That's why I didn't throw the weakness potion, by the way. It wasn't necessary. Unfortunately, we needed to attack one more time, and we didn't really have that in order to get the Ornamental Fan to trigger. Flex Fiendfire here probably kills, right? Fiendfire is currently 15 per card. If I flex and then Fiendfire, I will be... It's 11 plus the weakness modifier, the vulnerability modifier, so it'll be 16 actually. I don't think it goes all the way to 17. So it's 16 by 8. 16 by 8 is 80 plus 6 by 8. 6 by 8 is 48. So it's 128. Oh, never mind. The Fiend... Oh, right. I actually wasn't counting the Paper Frog's 75% vulnerability. All right. That's my bad. Bronze Scales at the start of each combat. Gain 3 Thorns. Regal Pillow. Heal an additional 15 when you rest, as well as a weakness potion. I'm actually... No, I'm not incentivized to pick up the battle trance, and I'm an idiot for the fact that I thought it for a second. That's my bad. I have a lot of card draw in this deck. There is no reason for me to have taken that. That was about to be a real big mistake. Okay, Fiendfire is 12 per card, so it's 12 by 7. It's 14 plus 70, it's 84. Yeah, it's not enough. Zoom back that offering. Is there any of these I want to play first? Not really, okay. And now we can do it for 12 by 9, 90 plus 18. Yeah, we're fine. Just kill with the next hand. Kill with the Reaper. Awesome. Mercury Hourglass killed there. At the start of your turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Also got a Turnip. You can no longer become frail. Yeah, I'm gonna hit up some more events. Well, Thunderclap Impervious is good here. I'm never gonna get to a point where I play Limit Break for a significant effect in this fight. They'll be dead by that point because of the double tap Immolate. Speaking of double tap Immolate, there's the double tap. There's the Immolate. Perfect. I mean, I could just do it right now, but I'm still looking at how I can get that feed involved at all. Not really. Okay. The Boot. Whenever you would deal 4 or less unblocked attack damage increases to 5. Potion Belt upon pickup gain 2 potion slots, as well as just a whole lot of garbage. The Feel No Pain would be useful for a little while, but the thing is, it slows down our ability to kill on the first and second turn instead. So what if I just don't need to defend? Speaking of not needing to defend, Bag of Marbles at the start of combat, apply 1 vulnerability to all enemies. That's why I have the Thunderclap in my opening hand. And now it is made redundant. Here's the event I want. Come on, come on, come on. No. It's the Anchoridian. At the start of each combat, add a random power card to your hand. It goes to 0 until the rest of the turn. Until the rest of the turn. Until the end of the turn, my bad. Cool. This is all in service of setting up a feed, basically. Do both of those. And then feed for the kill. Get that max HP. Kunai. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain attacks. Handy. You also get the Bag of Preparation at the start of each combat. Draw 2 additional cards. Hell yes. That is actually extraordinarily powerful for us. There's also the Apparition, which is a great way for us to pick up defense. I mean, it is. It is fundamentally going to be a really good way for us to pick up defense. Let's do it. Our max HP is now garbage, though. Absolute garbo. Alright, Gambling Chip. At the start of each combat, discard as many cards as you'd like and then draw that many. That's actually going to be pretty handy in curating our opening hands, as well as Matryoshka. The next 2 chests you open contain 2 relics. I'm literally only taking the Matryoshka here because I want to try and get as many relics as is humanly possible. That's it. It's not a good choice. It's a choice I'm making because it's cool. It's just kind of cool. All right. Hey, Metallicize is a great pickup here. And I can get the apparitions out of my hand without really feeling that bad about it. Hell yeah. Because I'm not losing them. That said, I should still play both. Okay. Get the double tap out there. I'm yet to figure what my ongoing source of damage in this deck really is. I know I don't kill with a feed, so let's just remove that from our hand. Our hand. Hand. There we go. Make you vulnerable for another turn, play another card, get my dex and get my strength. I guess now we use our intangibility to delay for long enough until the demon form was again. That's not how I'd intended to play, but I guess that's how I'm playing. Use a dark embrace. I mean, we need to go a little bit faster, right? No, but our in-play deck right now is 9 cards large, so I can wait for another couple turns before I use my big moves. In particular being Limit Break. Okay, so that's 32 per card. And it's 5, so it's 150, it's 160 total. 160 total is not going to kill, obviously. Enemy is going to attack for a very significant amount next turn. We are no longer invulnerable. Double tap that thunderclap. Enemies now on half health, so they are going to try and purge in this upcoming turn. We are no longer weakened. Now is our best attack turn. 50 per other card. No, I don't need to be some sort of a math major in order to tell you that'll do. Pen Nib. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage as well as a strength potion. Both of those are great pickups for us. I want the double tap, but I want it to be upgraded. So I don't really have that many attacks to use with my double tap. We need more attacks. I took the extra energy there because that's always really our limiting factor right now, so. Extra energy, please. There is a maximum of 2 elites every single floor right now, and it's actually starting to tick me off. I don't really want to replace any of these. This Fiendfire is not going to kill right now. Okay, never mind. I want to replace many of these. Yeah, it'll do. Anchor. Studies combat with 10 block as well as a liquid bronze. We'll take that over the weakness potion. Definitely lose Dark Embrace. I'm actually quite glad to lose that. Fight a boss from Act 1. This is going to be the better way, the best way for us, rather, to... Is it? That would be a way to pad our score, but I am rich, gain 999 gold, cursed with 2 normalities. They're both going to be blocked by Omamori. And then the next shop we go to, because we have the courier, the merchant no longer runs out of relics, cards, potions, and his price is decreased by 20%. We'll just buy all of his stuff. Hell yes, I am rich. Can it really be this easy? Centennial Puzzle, the first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards, as well as Sharon's Ashes, whenever you exhaust a card, deal 3 damage to all of your enemies. Double tap Emily. Oh, just the first one killed. Never mind. Frozen Egg. Whenever you add a power card to your deck, it is upgraded. We have not that many things left to upgrade in our deck. Oh, sorry, not that many relics left to pick up. I don't know how I corrupted that sentence to be completely different to the one that I meant to say. Okay, we'll Thunderclap. Then we'll double tap Offering. Double Giant Bludgeon. Play out the Brutality and the Exhume. Offering once again. I mean, I can kill right now, but I was really hoping to do it with Feed. Do I not have Feed? Did I use Feed earlier? I must have. Oh, I discarded Feed from my opening hand, of course, because I really didn't look at my opening hand. So that makes sense. Fiendfire now does 3 damage more in AoE per card exhausted, thanks to Sharon's Ashes. Or a Calcum, if you end your turn without block, gain 6 block. Between that and the plated armor that we have, we're actually gaining 11. If we can also pick up the actual plated armor relic, that I can't remember the name of right now, we will have 16 armor per turn without blocking. Jutsu Bracelet, regular enemy combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms, as well as some max HP. Alright, let's take Letter Opener. Every time you play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Quite handy. Let's get some max HP in the Strawberry here. Cauldron, upon pickup, Bruise, 5 random potions. That's a really garbage one. I'm not happy to see it. Toolbox. Ooh. At the start of each combat, add a random colors card to your hand. I'll take Oldie Smooth Stone just because it's cheap. I'll take Ice Cream because it's hilariously good. Should I? I mean, all of these are guaranteed to not be combats, so they could just be shops, or one of them could be a shop at least. So let's remove another card from the deck that we don't actually ever really want to play. All right. Who's our boss at the end? Okay, so Evolve isn't actually going to be that helpful. Bottled Lightning. Upon pickup, choose a skill card at the start of each combat that will be in your opening hand, as well as a Duvu Doll for each curse in your deck. Start combat with 1 additional strength. I am going to put the Offering in my opening hand just to guarantee that we get to start chaining off. That'll do. If you're wondering why I'm throwing back a 0-cost demon form, it's because it's not necessary. Like, see what I mean? It wouldn't have added anything to that. Art of War. If you don't play any attack during your turn, gain an extra energy next turn, as well as the Ancient Tea set. Whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combat with 2 extra energy. I mean, look, things are going well. Do I want this one? Not really, actually. This is Red Mask, but we've got 2 more question marks, either of which could be a shop. Okay, we throw back all of these. And... oh, wait, we've got Pen Nib active, so... Red Skull, when your HP is at or below 50%, you have 3 additional strength. Beautiful. Essence of Steel is going to be more powerful for us than the Weakness Potion. We didn't end up getting a shop. That's unfortunate. Okay, if I want to lose 10 max HP, do I have a... oh, it's really difficult to see what relics I have right now. I do not have a Pantograph. Okay, so I can't just take this option because my max HP is actually quite low. I mean, I just may as well take Deep Breath, right? There's no reason not to. Awesome. I have seen that lore event in this series before, by the way. Which is why I skipped over it there, because it's not new to me. Or rather, it's not new to this series. start a double tap. Definitely use an apparition first so that the offerings are only dealing 1 damage to me per play. Double up on that thunderclap. I just want to double up on the immolate. And you know what? Will. And then I'll Fiend Fire for a ridiculous amount of damage there. It shouldn't kill if I've calculated that correctly. Beautiful. But I knew that I had other things in my deck that could still kill, including the bludgeon that we unfortunately just drew past. Or I could just play anything that exhausts. Lantern! Gain energy on the first turn of each combat. Perfect. I'm going to upgrade the limit break. Because I think this fight might end up going long enough. And also I have a strength potion, so that's actually quite handy. Alright, alright. Our opening is actually going to be pretty important here. Ooh, we've got a lot of garbage in our opening hand. Pretty much all of that needed to go bye-bye. Yeah, it's a Fiend Fire. Okay. We need to start playing every apparition as they appear. I should play Immolate because I know I'm playing Immolate this turn regardless. We'll Limit Break Deep Breath, see if I get the Limit Break back. I do not. We do get an Apparition though. Fine, we'll Offering to try and pick up more cards. We get another Limit Break, beautiful. Ultimately, that's my goal, right? Here in the early game, it's just get back to my Limit Break as Offering. Yes. Offering? You know the word Offering? What do you mean you don't know the word Offering? What do you mean Offering isn't a word? What do you mean this is a really annoying setup for a joke that I should stop doing? I am going to murder a hell of a lot of cards in my hand that I don't really need. Now, I mean, I can just bludgeon. Could even Fiend Fire for 26 parts. Yeah, it's not necessary. Alright. It's Thunderclap, Apparition, Fiend Fire. The rest of this hand is garbage, so... I mean, they're very much the worst cards that I currently have. Enemy is actually gonna... Yep, die against my thorns. Hell yeah. Oh, and I just get a free turn of nothing happening. Hell yeah. Double my strength. Give me that again. Double my strength. That's awesome. All right, we should be able to kill this turn. Double my strength. Draw me the double my strength and double my strength. So I've got 200 strength right now, which is, you know, it's fine. Oh, no. Thunderclap deals 414. Alright, let's bludgeon. Got him. The pen nib was kicking in the extra damage. I was wondering what was going on there. 1080. Yeah. It's fine. I mean, if we perfected another boss, we would have an extra 100, so 1,180. With the Courier, it's possible we could have picked up a couple of copies of Collector, so let's imagine I've lost 50 there. I think the big difference is if I'd slain another boss, I would have another 100, and then I could have another chance at getting another 50 for my perfect, right? So if I didn't go for the money, and I went for the money because I really didn't care about my score this run. I was just like, let's try and go for the memes, get as many relics as is humanly possible. But if I had gone for slay a first floor boss, obtain a rare relic, then we would have had a much better score. That's actually something that is a little bit too large of a differentiating factor at the moment for me in terms of daily runs. And that's if you get the Mind of the Bloom event, and if the Mind of the Bloom event gives you the ability to fight a first floor boss or anti-boss, because there's another choice, which is fight a boss, receive 2 relics, I think. But if you fight a boss, you're going to get a much higher score. It's a bit wild. We also probably could have had curses over the course of that run and would have been able to benefit from it in the late game courtesy of the Duvu doll, but still. I like how wacky it got with the relics that we had. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game is Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.